For 2 years, I watched him walk into the boardroom and take credit for everything I built. My reports, my ideas, my late nights. He smiled, shook hands, got promoted. And I said nothing. Not because I was weak, but because I was waiting. This is the story of how I ended Marcus's career, using nothing but patience, documentation, and one very important email he never knew I had saved. Welcome to Unfiltered Verdicts. Let's get into it. Our story comes from a Reddit post that got over 47,000 upvotes. And honestly, once you hear what happened, you'll understand why. The poster, let's call her Dana, was a mid-level analyst at a marketing firm. Smart, hardworking, the kind of person who came in early and left late. Her coworker Marcus had been there longer, knew how to talk to management, knew how to look busy without actually producing anything. From day one, he was friendly. Too friendly. He'd always want to collaborate, always wanted to be CC'd on her emails, always had suggestions for her presentations, right before he presented them himself. Dana noticed, but she had no proof, and Marcus was careful. So she did something most people don't have the discipline to do. She started keeping records. For 6 months, Dana documented everything. Every email where she originated an idea, saved. Every Slack message where Marcus built on her work, screenshotted. Every meeting where he presented her strategy as his own, noted with date, time, and who was in the room. She built a folder, then a second folder, then a spreadsheet cross-referencing both. Meanwhile, Marcus kept climbing. He got a raise Dana was told wasn't in the budget. He was assigned to lead a project Dana had proposed in a memo 3 weeks earlier, and at the company's annual review, he was named Employee of the Quarter for work Dana had done. Now here's where most people would explode, march into HR, send an angry email at midnight. Dana didn't. She waited for the perfect moment, and the perfect moment walked right into her inbox. The company had just landed a major new client, their biggest account in 5 years. Management needed a full campaign strategy document within 2 weeks. High pressure, high visibility. The whole executive team would be reviewing it. Marcus immediately volunteered to lead it. Of course he did. What Marcus didn't know was that Dana had already drafted 80% of that strategy 3 months earlier as part of a proposal that had been quietly shelved. It was sitting in her personal files, time-stamped, detailed, unmistakably hers. She didn't tell Marcus she had it. She let him start from scratch. She watched him stress, watched him struggle, watched him ask around the office for inspiration. And on the day before the deadline, when Marcus sent the team his completed strategy document, Dana opened her laptop, attached her original proposal from 3 months ago, and forwarded it directly to the CEO, the head of strategy, and HR. Subject line: Re-campaign strategy, original documentation for reference. No accusations, no drama, just the facts, the timestamps, and 3 months of proof. The documents were nearly identical, because Marcus had eventually found a way to get his hands on a partial version of her earlier work through a shared drive, and had built his submission around it, assuming no original copy existed. He assumed wrong. Within 48 hours, Marcus was called into a closed meeting. By the end of the week, he was gone. Now here's where it gets interesting, because Reddit was divided on this one. The top comment had 34,000 upvotes and said, and I'm paraphrasing here, Dana didn't just get revenge, she got justice. There's a difference. Revenge is emotional. What she did was surgical. Thousands agreed. People called it one of the most satisfying workplace stories they'd ever read. But not everyone was on Dana's side. A significant chunk of comments argued she waited too long, that by staying silent for 2 years, she allowed Marcus to keep stealing, and that made her partially responsible for enabling him. One commenter wrote, "You let this man rob you for 24 months so you could have a dramatic moment. Meanwhile, how many opportunities did you lose while building your case?" That comment got 12,000 upvotes too. And honestly, that's a fair point. Others raised something even more uncomfortable. What about the company? They promoted a fraud for 2 years. They created the environment where this was possible. Does Dana's clean win actually fix the culture that allowed Marcus to thrive in the first place? Or did she just remove one bad actor while the system stayed exactly the same? So here's the unfiltered verdict. Dana is not the asshole. Not even close. But here's the nuance that most people missed in this story. Dana didn't win because she was patient. Dana won because she was prepared. There's a lesson here that goes beyond workplace drama. In any environment, work, relationships, family, the people who take advantage of you are counting on 2 things: your silence and your lack of proof. Remove both of those, and they have nothing. Documentation is power. Timestamps are power. A paper trail is power. Marcus built his career on borrowed credibility. The moment Dana presented the receipts, his entire foundation collapsed, because it was never real to begin with. Now, was 2 years too long to wait? Maybe. Probably. But Dana clearly understood something most people don't. A complaint without evidence is just noise. Evidence without emotion is a verdict. And that's exactly what she delivered. So, to Marcus, wherever you are now, this one's for every person who ever watched someone else take credit for their work and thought they had no options. You always have options. Sometimes you just need to wait for the right moment to use them. Now, I want to hear from you. Was Dana right to wait 2 years and build her case in silence? Or did she stay quiet too long and let Marcus steal from her while she played the long game? Drop your verdict in the comments right now. NTA, YTA, or ESH, and tell me why. The most interesting comment gets pinned. If you're new here, this is Unfiltered Verdicts. We take the most explosive Reddit stories and give them the judgment they deserve. Subscribe and hit the bell so you never miss a verdict. I'll see you in the next one.